Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Strength in English. In this session, we are going to learn about book review. Come on, let's proceed. Before we are going to learn about book review, it is very important to understand what is review writing. Reviews are the short descriptions where we express our opinion and recommendation about books, films, music concert, etc. So now the question comes to us. How should a review be? Or how should we write a review? In clear understanding, when we try to understand about a review should be a balanced discussion and evaluation of the strengths, weaknesses, and notable features of the text, film, concert, etc. They are important tools for evaluation. So as we write a review, we need to keep in mind, we need to create a balanced discussion. A person who reads a review of a particular book, a particular film, a particular piece of music, drama, play, etc., the person should feel the strengths and weaknesses are balanced. In review writing, we use present tense. Importantly, we need to keep in mind, unlike other writings, when we think of review writing, when we come to review writing, present tense is usually used. The review writing can be of book review, film review, cultural program review, etc. When we mean present tense, we mean simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, present perfect continuous tense. So therefore, let us keep in mind in review writing, we need to write the review in present tense. Now, very important thing, that is, what is the role of a reviewer? The person one who reviews a book, reviews a film, reviews a cultural program, reviews a piece of music, etc. What is the role of a reviewer? A reviewer is an observer, not an examiner. So whatever we have observed, that's what we are writing it. We are not examining it, or we are not judging it. So therefore, it is very important to understand what is our role as a reviewer is. We are observers, that's all. Now, what do we do when we look at a piece of art? For the first time, we have a book. We watch a film. We listen to a piece of music. We watch a play. We watch a drama, etc. So what do we do when we look at a piece of art? So now the question goes one step further. What should we do when we look at a piece of art? So when we look at a piece of art, we should appreciate it. We should look at it objectively. We should highlight strengths without underplaying weakness. We should provide a summary. So now the question comes to us, why do we need to appreciate? The person who has done a piece of art, the person has done it with a desire of creating something, making something out of his own desire. So therefore, we are talking about a piece of art. So therefore, every art needs to be appreciated. Second thing, that we need to look at it objectively. Not subjectively, but we need to look at it objectively. And then here the third point, highlights strengths without underplaying weakness. Why do we need to highlight strengths? The important reason is that the person who makes, the person who creates something which can be a book, which can be a film, which can be a piece of music, etc., the person can be more conscious. The person can be more motivated to do the work with a lot of zeal, with a lot of optimistic perspective, with a lot of energy. So therefore, it is very important to understand that we need to highlight the strengths without underplaying weakness. So the person is motivated to do or to create more things for the society in general. And then we need to provide a summary. Now let us come to book review. What is a book review? A good book review demands a high level of comprehension. So this is here we need to understand, especially we are not talking about a book review, we are talking about a good book review. A good book review demands a high level of comprehension. So what do we mean by comprehension? Comprehension means a clear understanding. So we need to create a clear understanding about a book, about a film, about a piece of music, about a play, about a drama. So therefore it's very important to understand the book review demands a high level of comprehension. So therefore, the first and foremost requisite to write a good review is to read the book thoroughly. So we need to read the book thoroughly. That means our journey with the book should be a personal experience. So how to understand this particular concept? To read the book thoroughly. Why should we read the book thoroughly? For example, there are two questions may come to you. This is first question. Second question is that there are many reviews are written in the internet about a particular book, about a movie, etc. So after reading the book, you can read this book and then you can give a review about it. The danger is that when you read the review of someone who has written about a particular book, if you read and then you read this particular book, already you are with the impression of, you are with the reviews of someone's experience. So therefore you will not have an open-mindedness to look at the book, look at the film, look at the piece of music with objective. So why? Here your opinions play a very important role in book review. So therefore, without reading someone's reviews, when you read a book, you will get an optimistic perspective. So your mind is not influenced by the reviews of someone who has written a particular review. So that is why very important to read the book thoroughly. And then it is also very important that we need to have prolific writers, prolific directors. We need to choose them. We need to start reading the book, start watching the film. So therefore we get a particular idea of getting into the reviewing. So we will be able to give optimistic review about a particular book, a film, a piece of music, etc. So this will be of doing a justice to the piece of work of someone. Next one, how to write a book review. So there are different parts of the first part is introduction. Introduction plays a very dynamic role in a book review. So what is the role of an introduction? So first one, it grabs the attention of the reader. So therefore, when we write an introduction, we should grab the attention of the reader by including a quote from the book. The quote which really touched us, the quote really inspired us, the quote which made us to reflect. So therefore, we need to include a quote from the book which we have read thoroughly. Second thing, tell something about the author, title, the category, the perspective, intended audience. So this is how we need to write the introduction. The second point. The second point is about main body, the body of the book review. It normally consists of two paragraphs. So how the two paragraphs have to be? Give a brief summary, perhaps an outline or listing of the major events or concepts mentioned in the book. So we also can include the main points of the plot in chronological order. Secondly, we can give opinion of the plot, positive and negative aspects. In other words, strengths and weaknesses, the main characters, etc., with complete objectivity. That's what, right? Total objectivity. We can give the opinion of the plot. The main body can be 2 paragraphs, even 3 paragraphs, no problem. But what is more important, you need to present the things objectively. Third part is conclusion. It's very essential. How to write a conclusion. So otherwise, what all things we can include in conclusion? We can include a general assessment of the book by saying whether you enjoyed reading the book or not. That's why in the beginning I said reading a book is a personal journey. We are journeying with the book. Okay, so the first thing is that whether you have really enjoyed the book or not. So that you need to mention. Second thing, you can add a sentence or two to suggest who may find this book used or useful and whether you would like to recommend it or not. So when you journey with the book, you discover a lot of insights, experiences, information, knowledge, wisdom, adventures, surprises, queries, reflections, etc. So therefore, for whom this book can be useful, so that you can recommend it to someone else. Okay, so therefore that's why the picture also, if you see, it is a journey. So therefore, books always create paths, roads, for what? To reach a particular destination. So therefore, roads and destinations are created by good reading of books. So finally, there are points to remember. Before writing a book review or while writing a book review, you need to keep in mind there are certain points. The first point is name of the book, author's name and about the author, story description in brief, interesting features of the book, how was the story, was the story interesting, thought-provoking, inspiring, etc. Characters that enthralled me, characters that touched me, characters that motivated me, etc. Some of the new words that I learned were, what were the new words you learned from this particular book? An interesting punching line from the book was. An interesting punch line from the book was. So what was an interesting punch line from the book? In other words, we can say inspirational quotes, insightful words, lines. So that also you can write it in your personal diary. And then suggestions for improvement of the book. So what are the suggestions you would like to give for the improvement of the book? So here we mean to say, so when we give suggestions for the improvement of the book, which will help the writer to look into the flaws of his work so as to improve his quality of presentation, improve his quality of writing. Okay, so here we don't make any judgment as such, but we suggest my views and opinions of the book and the intended audience. Okay, what are your views, what are opinions of the particular book, and who are the intended audience? Whether the book is written for the students, the book is written for the children, the book is written for the friends, The book is written for the family. So therefore, very important, for whom the book is written, the audience, layout of the book. Okay, so the cover page, the quality of the pages, cover, etc. Recommendation and rating of the book. So how would you like to recommend? And how would you rate? That you can mention. So now here I have given format. How the book review has to be written. Here I have given the format and sample of a book review that you can read. First I have given the title of the book, and then after that author, publisher, format, pages, then price. Okay, so very important to understand. And then you see that how the book review is written, split into different paragraphs. Every paragraph you get a particular idea. Okay, so therefore you can read and you can understand. Yes, there is no friend as loyal as a book. So from today onwards, we accept books are of our friends because they give knowledge, they give wisdom, they give insights, they give guidance, they give reflections, they give happiness, they give success, they give God. So therefore, today onwards, we accept books as friends. Okay, loyal friends. So thank you so much, students. Thank you so much for watching this video, learning a lot from this video. And then finally, once again, saying thank you to you. I hope the journey of reading the book review, understanding how to write a book review will make a significant difference in your life. So kindly put forth your own comments. If you like it, you can click the like button and subscribe this channel for the more upcoming videos, and then you can share it with your friends who would like to learn book review. The ultimate purpose of creating this video is to reach out to many children who are in need of learning. So therefore, with this perspective, we can promote this video, we can promote this channel. Thank you so much, students. God bless everyone.